Hello my beautiful people, how's it going? Happy New Year. Well, I'm filming this on Christmas Eve. Oh, sorry, New Year's Eve. Christmas Eve. Christmas is well and truly done in this household. But this is New Year's Eve. I have no idea if this video is going to go up tonight itself because my internet is not exactly the best. So I am expecting this to actually go up New Year's Day. But nonetheless, it's a good video to go up on the new day because I've been putting it off for a few days, not because of anything in particular. There are two reasons. One is I was actually loving this Christmas break with my family. It was just absolutely lovely. And so what I was doing, I was just jotting down notes and taking in ideas from other people's videos. So this is my 2024 goals slash reflection slash what am I doing differently? Am I doing something differently? A few different things that I'm putting together in this video. And this is more of a chit chat because I've already done my end of year sit down and to say what my totals are. So I'll just go through this budget book. This one is from She Budgets. Absolutely loved it. I think it's definitely worth the money. I fell off the wagon in between, so I didn't make really good use of it, which is fine. Everyone is different. However, I did my totals for the year. So I've been doing this journey for 2 years now. And at the end of my 2 years, I'm sitting at 42,660. My son is playing in the background. Please don't mind him. His grandparents are here, so he's enjoying his time and loving his life at the moment. Living his best 3-year-old life. So we're going to leave him to it. I do have $915 that is sitting in savings challenges at the moment, which I'm rolling over into 2024. But I am very, very happy where I'm sitting at for my end of year. Actually, I think, considering I fell off the wagon and kind of wasn't paying attention to where the money was going and kind of spending it, I did get caught up a bit of I guess a pay inflation situation where I had the money coming in, so I thought I could spend it, but then not really realizing that I was actually hurting myself by doing that. I also realized that I actually made things a little complicated for myself in regards to how many binders and planners I had in the end. So I had my budget binder, which was great. Absolutely love it. If you have the money, by all means, she does do sales. So have a look at it and see if this is, I know a few people have loved it and they buy it. It's really good. Totally love it. I have this one from the Curation. Again, love the feel of it. It's like that soft touch. I used it towards the end of 2023. I think I love the layout of it. Will I repurchase it? Of course. I think this is a good one. Personally, I think this is one of the better ones. Did I use this to its full potential? No, because again, when you have too many of these, you're not going to use it. This one I used the most because this one sat at my work desk. So I would actually go in and put in work notes and things like that. I was actually using these sort of like note pages more because if something came in my brain, I would jot it down. So definitely one that I used a lot more. Much more simplistic. Didn't have a lot of like what this one had in regards to goals and setting targets and things like that. This one, I feel so gutted. There is no fault to the actual planner. This is by Steph Faze. If you've purchased it, good on you. If you're thinking about purchasing it, go for it. Because personally, I think this was a really good planner. I just did not use it to its full potential. I definitely could have done better in doing this, but I kind of lost my way, and there was so much it has to offer, and I just did not use it properly. There's so many things that it can be used for, and I feel bad. I genuinely feel bad, like I did not use this one properly. Yeah. And the other thing, that I started off 2023 in a really strange place. So I actually did not have like goals and targets for myself. And I actually think I might be tearing these out or taking pictures of these. So I'm not ready to like completely give up on it. I might just use some of the challenges that are there. So just to look at, I preferred the reflections of 2023 of this one because it gave some questions which you can use as prompts. So like in this one, list the 20% of people, activities, and experiences that contributed 80% or more to your most positive feelings this year. What do these people, activities, and experiences all have in common? I thought that was really good. So I actually did not write everything, but I gave myself opportunity to think about it. So I actually did. I thought it was a good one. List 3 biggest takeaways of 2023. Well, persistence, consistency, making a plan with smart method, don't allow offense to take over your life, pray and let it go. Those are the 3 things that I thought was really good, because persistence and consistency truly pays off. That's been through my budgeting journey. I have realized that when you are consistent, every dollar that you put away to a goal, it does pay off in the long run. Making a plan with the SMART method. There's no point in just thinking, yeah, I'm going to do that, if it doesn't have like a plan behind the plan, if that makes sense. You can't just say, yep, I'm going to buy a house in 2024, but how are you going to do it? How are you going to save the money for it? Are you going to start looking at houses? Are you going to start making phone calls and contacts to real estate agents to see what is out there? Are you going to talk to your broker to see what your borrowing capacity is? So you're actually itemizing it and then having like told and targets set to that. Don't allow offense to take over your life, and pray and let it go. This one has been a big one for me. I've always told myself, and I think it also comes with age and maturity, is that you don't allow the small things to sweat. It's just how it is, because you actually, as the older you get, you realize how fleeting time is and how precious every moment is. So you really want to make sure that you're taking it all in. But if someone or something has created an offense in your life, let it go, because it's not worth it to hang on to that offense and that feeling. And I think the main thing is that feeling that you have that you've been offended. I'm not saying to forgive the person easily. I'm not saying to allow the person to walk all over you if there is a particular person that has offended you, but to also know that don't let it consume your life. By all means, don't let it consume your life. Few things for the memory bank of 2023. So many things. I actually was like, I could go on and on, because thinking of these 3 things, I have achieved so much in 2023 that even though I did not have a plan, I didn't set goals for myself in 2023. As you can see, not really much of a goal planner, right? I did have some financial goals. Oops, I'm dropping everything here because that's what happens when you have too many binders. Look at all the receipts that I should be throwing that away. Where's the planner page? So, buy a new family home. Well, we didn't do that because we tried. We genuinely tried. This one we did try, and figured out there's such a shortage of homes in the country, and if you are in the process of buying a house or have bought the house, let me know how your experience has been this year. And the thing is, I guess from where my husband and my thought process was, we were trying to find the family home. We're currently on a home, we pay mortgage on it. However, we've never thought of it as a family home. It was just our first home and we wanted to get into the market. But what we've decided, and we're so proud of ourselves, we've put a deposit on a block of land. Settlement happens in March. Pray that it all goes well. And we'll then look at building next year. So we're going to build our family home. So that has changed a bit. Trip overseas to visit family, that is still happening. We've pushed the bar. It's happening early next year. Oh, I would believe it'll be about April of 2024 once the settlement of the land goes through. Investing account, we wanted it to get to 2,000 in 2023. That did not happen. We did get my son's investment account over 2,000. I think it's sitting at 2,900, which we are so proud of ourselves. And our current investment account is sitting at 1,500. So did I get to 2,000? No, but I'm pretty happy with where we got to. Emergency account, this one I blew it out of the water. We were looking at trying to get it to $5,000. It is sitting at $15,000. I am so proud of myself for that. So we have this kind of like goals that we put in from the financial point of view, and I'm so proud of how far we've come. Some of the other great things that have happened in 2023, got a brand new job that allowed me to substantially increase my income. My husband has got a permanent government job now. We brought our in-laws, or my in-laws, to come and see us and spend 6 months with us. So we paid for everything, and so from flights, insurances, taking care of them for the last 6 months. And it's been so good for my child to actually have that, to have his grandparents here, because I think it does take a village to bring up a child. And you know, between the daycare and the grandparents, I'm so happy. I lost weight. I was at 78.5 kgs, and for my height, that was considered really overweight. I am barely 4.95 feet. Like, I'm really short. So to be at that weight, it was a bit much. So I've managed to get it down to 69.5 as of today. So I've lost a total of 9 kgs, which I'm so happy about. I got to over 500 subs on YouTube, which again, so happy about that. My son started talking this year in 2023. You know, some of the things he says now, is like he can make full sentences, and it's absolutely amazing to have these conversations with this little person. Absolutely great. We are car debt free, so we have no car debt. We're ahead on our 2024 bills. I finished 2 courses. So I finished a diploma and another cert. So proud of myself. One I paid for myself, and one my job paid for. But I finished it, done and dusted. My bestie turned 40 this year, and we had an amazing party, and we had a mumcation, which I'm so happy about. But now it's my turn. I'm turning 40 in a matter of a few months, people. Yes, 40. I am turning 40. I can't believe it. Oh, it's crazy how time flies, and you know, but like I said, I could have had so many things for the memory bank, and I'm so grateful for that. So what am I doing this year? Where are my binders? Where are my I am actually not doing that this year, everyone. I have decided to go digital as far as I can. I decided that I needed to try and bring some streamlining into my life. What I'm going to do is, there are some things that are in those planners, so I'm not getting rid of them straight away. There are some pages in those planners which I actually like the templates of, so I'm going to probably look in Canva to create those templates for me. And see if I could incorporate, because the beauty about me going digital for a lot of my things is that it allows me to chop and change things how I like it, and do things the way I think would work for me and my life. You know, nothing is ever perfect, nothing is ever like, you know, set in stone. So I bought this one. Yeah. Why is it showing like that? Oh yeah. let's go to index. I'm still learning how everything works. So this one is from Let's Plan Planners. I found this on Etsy. There was a sale going on, and when I looked at the reviews, they were great. I looked at how everything is set up, and I thought it was fantastic for what I needed it. It comes with, there's so many things this particular planner came with. It came with stickers, it came with different templates. These are like some of the templates it comes with, but there are other more templates that you can keep adding in. There were so many other things that you can, you know, for instance, if I go into January, this is my kind of setup for now. There were some stickers that I could use. So this was a sticker here. Hope you can see it. Can write my notes. So I'm able to do an overview. So what I've decided, I'm not going to have one planner for personal life and one planner for work and one planner for everything else, like my studying and all that. I'm going to try and incorporate it all in here, because this does allow me to add pages if I needed to add pages or more templates. It gives me that flexibility to do things like that. So say for instance, if I go back to the index page, I've added these templates in. So I've added a period tracker for myself, because I do want to figure things out there if I want to change things up. Oh, sorry. Still gotta figure why these things happen. Oh yeah. It allows you to do vision boards and things like that. So if I go into January again, it has, I can do the overview. So this is where the overview is. I can do create vision boards for December, January, like whichever month I want to do it in. It does have a finance page, but this template is that good, so I could create other type of templates here. But there is, this particular planner does come with a finance planner, but I'm at this stage not sure if I'm going to be using it. I have come up with a few trackers for myself, so this is one of them. So this is how I'm going to be tracking my emergency funds and my 1 month ahead at this stage. So that's one way I'm going to do it. I hope that I'm giving you guys an idea as to why I've decided to go digital for now. By all means, it doesn't mean that I won't be using paper and things like that. I do like writing. I do like putting notes down, but I just think that for now, this is going to work for me. And I feel as though I'm going to be more likely to use it more, because I can take this to work and bring it home and do what I need to do. In regards to budgeting, I've gone digital as well with this one at this stage. So I did a comparison for December. So I spent more than I made, purely, and the reason why I spent more is because I paid for the deposit. Yeah, so the deposit is what took, but it allowed me to put all my transactions in. It allowed me to put my income in. It allowed me to see where my most amount of spendings happen, where did the money go. So this is, again, this one I bought from Etsy. There are so many types of templates available on Etsy if you don't feel savvy enough to create it yourself. I personally didn't feel savvy enough, even though I'm always on Excel and things like that. But I decided, you know what, I'm going to try something here. So this one allows me to have, you know, annual dashboards. It does come with instructions as to how to use it, so you can use it. You've got your annual dashboard, so it'll tell you where your debts are and things like that. It comes up with totals. So because I only use December, so I've got some figures for December, but I think I like this at this stage. And so because this is my monthly, once I've done my monthly, and this is where I'll be tracking my expenses as they happen. I do have my own template for my budget sheet. So once my pay comes in, this is where I will be doing my budget. I think it's great that I can do it online and then be able to, you know, write and if it's not. So I do like the idea that I'm able to customize it to what I think would work for me. I hope this is not boring all you guys. I'm just giving you an idea as to where I'm at and what are the goals I'm going to be working on for 2024. I've categorized it for myself. I've actually put some goals down, and I think this will be helpful for me. So some of the things, like I'll just go through some of them. Family, I plan to do every month one excursion or a trip with hubby and son. Like today we went to to our local pool and we just had a blast. So just the three of us, it costed us $13 to get in, and I thought it was amazing. My son had a blast, and that was an excursion. It was a trip for us, realistically, so we enjoyed it. Other thing we would like to do is do that trip, overseas trip, to see my family. We do want to do a Christmas trip this year with the extended family, so probably just go down south maybe, or like down to, let's see, we're not sure on the details, but we probably will be doing that. The other thing we want to do in family is hone in what our family needs. Like, so we'll start writing our wish list of what we think our family needs, and then trying to find a home design that works to incorporate our needs. Some of the professional things that I want to do, some of it was inspired. So the excursion and trip every month was inspired by Boss Girl budgets. Professional, this is something that these couple of things were in, I thought was really great how Taylor Louise budgets did it, and that was about engaging in workplace friends and creating workplace relationships. I thought that was great, so I'm definitely going to do that because this is a new job, and I was really so focused on just my team that I didn't really venture out too much. But now I think I'm ready to start talking to other people, other departments, start building on those workplace relationships, because that's what actually makes you successful. I believe that, because the more you start integrating and the more you start working on what how each department works, you will actually get a better idea as to who you can ask for help. I want to look for a workplace mentor, because even though I'm 40 and I think I've got life experience behind me, there is always room for improvement and there's always room to learn. So I'm definitely looking for that. I'm also thinking that I've been shying away from anyone talking about doing higher duties, because I think I still carry a little bit of trauma from being acting manager at my last job. But I think it's time that I need to step up, because how else am I going to do better in my job? Financial, I want to have the cruise and vacation paid off for 2025. So that is due in September of 2024. I want to get ahead of my 2025 bills and events. I want my emergency fund to be 3 months total. So 3 months total of expenses. That is including my wants, groceries, everything like that. I need a total of $21,000 to get there. But once I get to $21,000, I will just bring it right down to get it to $25,000 by the end of the year. The $21,000, I want to reach there before March. So you will see me funneling pretty much 90% of all my money when it comes to savings in there. And then 1 month ahead on bills. Those are the areas I'm going to be focusing on. And then anything extra on top of that is my bonus. Fitness and health, they're kind of in the same area, but I kind of broke it up as well, because to me, fitness is about exercise and staying active, and then health is about your overall well-being. And so I would like to get to the gym 3 times a week, do Pilates, minimum walking. I want to do walking every day to get to, I'm already get to 10,000 steps easily, so I want to try and push it to 12,000 steps if I can. If I can't, I can't. Interval training, this is something I've been wanting to get back to ages, but I just haven't had the ability to do that, or the strength to do that. But now I feel like I'm getting better, and I'm really keen on getting there. So I would like to see if I can start incorporating interval training on the treadmill, at least maybe once a week or once a fortnight, and see how I go and start building from there. I'd like to do a quarterly body composition scan. I have done one and I knew where I was sitting at, and that's how I know I was kind of like in the really bad stage of due to my height. Now I know BMI is not like, there's a lot of chatter about it of not being the right thing to use when you are for weight loss and things like that, or trying to know what your body type should be. However, I think from a heart perspective, and when you are older, if you're not in the zone of, I guess, bodybuilding, then BMI actually is something that you must use from a heart health perspective. Now, I don't know this. I'm not a health professional. So if there is anyone who does know more about it, please do educate me in the comments down below. I would love to know your thoughts on it, because heart health as you get older is something that everyone needs to look into, and BMI is one way to go about it. Because if you're not a bodybuilder and you're not doing like the gym like really hardcore, where you're building everything is just muscle on you, then I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I would love to know, but I think it's something good. So I'm not going to be like super skinny or anything like that, because I also think that I need to be realistic. I am a mom. I have my son. As long as I am healthy, as long as I am doing what I need to do to have a healthy lifestyle so that I can be there for my son, that's what I want to do. So what I've done from a weight loss perspective, I want to get to 65. So I'm already at 69.5, and I thought 65 will be a really good goal to get to. If that will be the first milestone, and then the second milestone would be 60. Will I get to 60 this year? I don't know, but I've put it there because it's obviously something I want to work towards. And other health things, I want to do meal planning. I want to incorporate fruit and salads. I want to improve my skincare routine. I want to improve my hair care routine. One of the things I do want to look into is breast reduction. Is something I've always thought about doing, and because I do suffer with very bad neck and shoulder pains, back pains, I have really bad posture. And it's something I wanted to do when I was much younger, but everyone kind of steered me away from it and said, hey, why don't you just have kids first and then do it? Because, you know, your shape of your breasts do change, and you may want to, you know, to do it again. So why not just do it once and for all? And now that hubby and I have had that conversation, and then we said, yeah, why not? Koala planning. I would like to regularly post on YouTube at least once a week. I would like to do some Insta stories, reels. I would like to get my YouTube subscriber count to 1,000 and my Instagram subs to 1,000. I think that's a good goal. But at the same time, I do want to enjoy it. This is something that I don't run koala planning like a business. I'm not looking for sponsors. I'm not looking for you know, people to send me stuff or anything like that. I don't do it. I actually do it more from an accountability point of view, because it keeps me accountable, and it keeps me motivated on this journey, and that's why I wanted to do it that way. Faith and spirituality, that's very important to me. So I want to start a scripture writing and journaling. I want to continue to serve at the church. I genuinely was considering of pulling out of my roster at church because I thought I was losing my way a little bit, but then I realized that as long as you stay in it, you'll be fine. So I'm going to continue serving. I want to do more gratitude. I want to be more grateful for everything that I have. So I am going to be looking at gratitude journey. I am also going to take part in a 40-day scripture and fitness challenge, because I've been seeing a lot of literature and other YouTubers and things like that, and Instagram, where people look at fitness and scripture, you know, because the more you can incorporate scripture and faith into all of your different aspects of your life, you will find, I believe, you will find yourself succeeding a lot better. So I thought, you know what, fitness, health is really important to me. I'm going to try and combine the two of them. Keep you posted. Intellectual. I want to do definitely doing one course this year. I'm going to look at what are the options for maybe starter courses or interim courses that I could do in these areas. And I'm going to see what I want to start reading more. I want to really get back into reading. So I'm going to aim to read a book a month. I can read really fast. So I think one book a month where I'm reading a few pages, especially on the bus, because I do have to catch the bus and train to get to work 2 or 3 times a week. That will be a best place to actually do it. So I'm actually, rather than just scrolling on socials, this is what I think I'm going to do. Social. I'm going to get back into cooking. I've really loved, a couple of my friends told me, like, we miss your cooking. And because I think when you cook, you actually socialize as well, because you want your friends and family to eat. So I actually want to get back into cooking so I can socialize with my family and friends. I am really bad at this. Like, I can go for weeks and weeks and weeks and not talk to my friends and family. And I'm actually going to make an active thought about and effort to call or video chat with some friends that I haven't caught up with in a while. And I do know, with having a kid myself, them having kids, to actually do coffee dates is really, really hard, or to actually catch up with people. So even if it's just going to be a video call where I can just say, hey, how are you going? I'm thinking of you. I'm going to do that. I'm going to organize some play dates with some of my friends, because I think if I incorporate my child in my catch-ups, because he's at that age where he does play, he's more aware, I think I will get better connection. I want to stay connected with my sister. I feel like I've lost touch with her, and the only time we feel that we actually talk is if to discuss something that is going on with the family, like in a negative way rather than a positive way. Or we do call for Christmas and Easter and all that, but that should not be the reason why I'm connecting with my sister. I feel like we need to genuinely connect. I want to organize the momcation this year. We've done it 2 years in a row, and I'm not going to let this one go. So I'm definitely going to get onto organizing the momcation, because there is a group of friends that we've been together for over 20 years. We've seen each other before we have, breakups with boyfriends, get married to our current husbands, and have children. So we've been really connected. So I want to make sure that we stay connected and have these momcations. My 40th birthday celebration. I don't know what we're going to do at this stage, but I guess we'll just have to see. Some self-enjoyment and growth. This is something that I really like to do for myself. So I do want to do a art course, maybe over a weekend. Maybe I'm thinking a resin course, like, where they make those resin coasters. I think it's really beautiful. I would like to do that, and maybe do an art project or a creative project. So those are my goals for 2024. I have written what I would like to do over the 2 to 3 year goal, 5-year goal, and 10 to 15 year goal. I think it's important to sometimes keep those in mind when you're planning. And so some of the things I want to do is do another overseas trip with extended family. We are going on a cruise, so I'm really excited about that. I pray that my family home is built and we've moved in. My son will start his school, so I want to make sure that I'm always ahead on my school fees, like at least a year in advance. I need to get my current home ready for either sale or rental. My husband is pushing for the rental, but we'll have to see what our finances look like once the family home is built. 5-year goal, I would like to have a new car, so I really want to save up for that. We would like to have 100K in savings. I think that will be an amazing goal to have if I can make that happen. Would like to take a Christmas family vacation. I think it's important to sometimes do something, something like that. I want to build, so 10 to 15 year goal, I want to build my investment portfolio. I want to make sure it's in a healthy place, and maybe not just my son's investment portfolio. I want to be debt free, so no car loan, no credit card bills, debt. But I also want to see how I can work on being mortgage free. I think that will be great if after 15 years I am almost near to being mortgage free. But it'll be really retirement focused, my 10 to 15 year goal. So retirement focus, what are we going to be doing? Retirement properties, investment property. What is the retirement plan? What is the retirement working options if I want to continue working? And that is why I'm doing some of the courses, so that I'm setting myself up for that. So if I do get an option to have a retirement plan, why not? So those are my goals. I know it's a lot. It's a chatty video. I hope it didn't bore you too much. But I think sometimes I have enjoyed watching other people's goals set up and seeing what they are doing for how to keep themselves on track, because it helps. So I have taken inspiration from so many people, Mum Life, Taylor Lewis Budgets, Boss Girls. They are just some of the people that I've taken some of their inspiration, and it's so important to draw from other people's experiences and inspirations so that you know what you would like, because sometimes it's really hard to think about this took me days to come up with. I was thinking about it all December, so that's why I'm in this space of what I am. So, but I feel so good about starting. So bring on 2024. I pray and hope that everyone is in a good place, and if you're not, I would love to pray for you. I'd love to say a little prayer for everyone out there, especially if you've lost a loved one, you're going through trials and hardships. If you are feeling low and depressed, if you don't have that job, if you don't have people that you can rely on, just know that people are there for you. You just need to reach out. And if you feel like I could offer a prayer, because I really would love to, you can always direct message me on Instagram, or even just leave a comment down below. I will do that. I will definitely do that. All right, everyone, I'm going to leave you here. Have a blessed and safe, happy new year. Take care, everyone. Bye.